What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm your YouTuber, Fireson225 the Ultimate, and welcome to day 2 of Pikmin. Last day, we landed on a mysterious planet, not knowing of what our life would become. But suddenly, we found these little guys. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I should call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand under the light of the onion and press A. And thus we do so. Anyway, we found our first engine part. Well, we found the first ship part, which was the engine. And now, we are continuing on our second day, gathering as many Pikmin as we need, and who knows, maybe even finding more ship parts. So, the start of the day is basically just a routine-based thing, where I'm basically just trying to man up my army and get as many Pikmin as possible. Because there's gonna be death. There's no avoiding it. The Pikmin are gonna die. It's just inevitable. And, who knows? Maybe we might find something new around here. I mean, aside from a new location. But, as we can see over there, there's an enemy, which is, I believe, is known as a dwarf Bulborb. I'm not sure on the name, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Now, that ladybug-looking enemy is, well, an enemy. It will attack us very nonchalantly, and think of it as like sort of like a Goomba, where once you stomp at it with a Pikmin, it dies like instantly. But it has to hit a certain sweet spot, which I'm not exactly able to do at the moment. Well, not too successfully, but as you can see right there, it died like instantly. So, at this moment, I'm basically just getting as many pellet posies, which are what those are, just down as soon as possible in order to man up my Pikmin to make a lot more of them. Because having a lot more Pikmin will be very helpful in the coming future. I'm not sure why I whistled them. I mean, they did what I was practically gonna do, so yeah. That sound is the bane of my existence. The sound of a Pikmin screaming. Ugh. And as you can see right here, there are different types of pellet posies. I believe it was also shown in day 1, but in day 2 it's a little more extreme, as I would like to put it. Because as you can see right there, there's a 10 pellet posy. I wonder how many Pikmin it takes to carry. Oh no. First blood. Yeah, so whenever a Pikmin dies, they basically show up as a ghost of the Pikmin. And that is very sad, and it makes me very sad. I don't like it when that happens, because that makes me very sad, because Pikmin, I love Pikmin, and I hate to see them go. It's really tragic. Now those were the guys were the dwarf Bulborbs. Now that guy, that big guy that we just avoided, is a big Bulborb, just I believe known as a Bulborb. Oh, hey, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It's another piece of our ship, and I guess like all the other ones, we just gotta collect it. I'm sorry, like, I don't really have, like, too many things to, like, talk about, because, like, I'm not really one to have, like, a bunch of commentary on like, topics like this. I think I might just come, like, in and out, like, way more than I did on the first day, than I would have normally. So, yeah, there's that. But, as you can see, the bigger the pellet posy, the more Pikmin you were able to have on the ground. And after plucking literally all of these, if that's what I'm planning on doing, yep, we're gonna be plucking all of them. Now, if I left these guys in here, they would have evolved into buds and then flowers, like I stated in the last day. However, that is incredibly boring, and that wastes like my entire day away, which, as you can see on the top, there's a sun meter. And that sun meter basically states how much time I have. The start is the morning, the middle is the afternoon, and the end is night. And I have like an entire day's worth of stuff to do before night comes. And you'll see what happens when night comes. Now, over here, there's some grass, so let's pick it, I guess. And as you can see, they immediately turn into flowers. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. Yes, and these grasses have like a small chance of dropping the nectar. And whenever the Pikmin drink from this nectar, they immediately become flowers. Now, becoming a flower means, I believe it means you are the Pikmin are faster, stronger, and all around just a whole lot better Pikmin. However, as you can see from this thing right here, there is a small chance of getting it, and I was not lucky enough to get it apparently. As you can see right here, I plucked all of that for nothing. Now the Pikmin are sad. Okay, now with the... Oh, here I got like a little bit confused because I'm like, wait a minute, I have 55, where's the other ones? And I'm like, oh, okay, over there. Now, this guy right here. My original plan is to usually just throw them on his back. However, that usually doesn't work, so swarm him. This will kill him basically almost instantly. And as you can see there, some of the petals on the flower Pikmin like just went away because of they got like shaken off, which is a weird thing, but it would make sense, I guess. So I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna swarm, and then I'm gonna leave everything else to, yeah, everything else. There we go. And now I'm just gonna move my Pikmin over to where they have the fuel dynamo. And once again, sorry if like you want me to like talk like full time. I'm not really one for like insane commentary. I'm just here to have some fun, and I'm not really all that good at commentary yet. I'm mostly just kind of sitting here trying to think of what to say, actually. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should lighten things up. No more candles for me. I have now recovered 2 out of 30 parts. If I can just find 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capacity. Which that means if I find those required amount of pieces, I can access a new area. So there is like a progression system to this, where the more parts you find, the more places you can unlock. Oh, my clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I will pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor. This is basically what I was talking about. Basically, you have a limited amount of time each day. So you can't just go like willy-nilly doing whatever you want each day. So once it hits night, then the day ends without you even like wanting it to. Think of it like a regular old like progression of a daytime system. However, in this game it's much faster because if one day lasted 24 hours, we'd be here forever. Though I sometimes just wish they'd give you more time to do things, because it feels like you're always just being rushed. Which I guess is the point of the game. I mean, you're stuck in an alien planet and you need to escape as soon as possible, but I mean, I feel like there should be like some leniency on like, because I feel like, I believe each day is like 20 minutes, like 20 minutes per day, and perfect hit. Okay. So, 1 Pikmin there, and now, swarm. Swarm, Pikmin, swarm. Perfect. Alright, now, as you can see there, and as you've seen, there are yellow pellet posies. Now, I wonder, because we saw a glimpse of a new onion, is there gonna be a new Pikmin? Wow, who could have guessed? Also, I love the fact that that Palaposi back there is just kind of glitched. Because it's still in like the middle of its like destruction animation stage. Okay, at this point I've basically just kind of given up on my usage of the reds. And I'm basically just going to be using, give it a moment, these little guys from now on. These are yellow Pikmin. They have some unique traits rather than just being a different palette swap. Its color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways is this different from the red Pikmin? So, basically, yellow Pikmin are stated to be lighter, therefore they can be thrown higher up. And you see those bomb rocks over there. The yellow Pikmin can pick those up and throw them at enemies and walls that you could normally not break. So they are extremely helpful in breaking down certain walls and basically reaching high up areas. However, this doesn't mean that all of a sudden your reds are basically useless now. Your reds are still pretty useful, honestly, because I believe the reds have a 1.5 attack ratio compared to all the rest. So the reds are like really good at fighting, whilst yellows are good at basically, well, almost everything else at this point. So yeah, so far I'm basically just trying to collect my resources on the yellows to try to make like the yellows just better, I guess. I'm just trying to get a bunch of them because we just got them, so I mean, why wouldn't I? And soon we're getting enough so that way we can lift more stuff. And you're about to see something. So as you can see on the bottom, we are at 74 Pikmin right now. So what happens when we reach 100? Does it go over, or does it just stay the same? It's an intriguing idea. Yeah. It's so amazing having like having flowers and then having to go back to leaf Pikmin. It's so infuriating, but it's also just like, whatever. You know? I don't know. I basically decided that I'm going to try to move these guys a little bit over, so that way they don't interfere with anything, really. Okay, so far we've gotten a really good amount, and we're about to send another 10 guy right here, the Bulborb that we killed from earlier. So we're getting close to that threshold. I wonder what's gonna happen. Ooh, the suspense. What's gonna happen? Boom. Alright, we're at 92. I have made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds, yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds are stored inside the onion. So yes, you are only allowed to have 100 Pikmin in the field, and that's not like counting like 100 reds, 100 blues, and 100 yellows, making a total of 300. No, it's 100 Pikmin total. So it's not like 100 of one type. So yeah, there's just it's just 100 total. So yeah. It makes things a little weird, but whatevs. And I just realized in that short explanation I just spoiled another Pikmin type. You were bound to people were bound to figure that out sooner or later, if you guys haven't already played the game yet. And over there, Red had a Palaposi, and as you can see, the Pikmin were left in there, and now they're buds. So, as we're approaching the end of the day, I just decided to try to like increase my productivity like any way possible. Because at this point, it's kind of like you kind of have to do as much as you possibly can. As this warning will pop up, and my clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onion on their own, but if I don't call the stragglers and add it to my group, they might not be able to get back. I am sure the Pikmin still planted in the ground are safe, but I am somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin defended for themselves in the darkness. So yeah, that's an incredible warning sign. Whenever you have Pikmin that are not in your base that you start out in, you have to get them back, or else you will never see them again. They will die. You just have to be cautious. And for our last bit of end of the day trivia, the Pikmin found something. The yellow Pikmin had picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin. But just what do these strange glowing stones do? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicate something. So, as I alluded to, these are what is known as bomb rocks, and I have so limited time to do this. The glowing rocks the yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know how these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them, but they should be able to blast open the stone walls that block the pathways. I may even be able to use them to attack enemies as well. Must be vigilant. So, bomb rock Pikmin, and bomb rocks can only be picked up by the yellows. Reds cannot pick them up. It can only be yellows. And with the bomb rocks, you do have to be like very careful with what Pikmin do what, and if the Pikmin are close by, because it doesn't matter what's in the way, it will kill it. And bomb rocks, along with almost anything else, is an insta kill the Pikmin. And now I'll be quiet so they can listen to the end song. That song is legit the best. Second only to the theme for Forest of Hope, which I'll play the night version at the end credits, because the Forest of Hope is one of my favorite songs as well. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts on my radar, I should be able to use the radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I'll only have to press Y to locate my parts. Yet there seems to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay close attention to my suit's damage. So as it was stating there, your suit has a limited health supply, and if you die, end of the day. You're done for the day. That's just a day wasted. So you have to be really cautious about your health. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. So if you like this and you want to see more, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications. That way you're updated on all things that I make on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and come back next time for day 3 as we delve into more of the Forest of Hope. Peaces.